Three, two, one. Welcome in. Much love. Trav here, and we are updating this budget aggro Warlock deck tech in Hearthstone. If you're a Magic player, welcome. This game is fun. You're going to see lots of combat, lots of intricacies. If you're a Hearthstone player, you're going to see that I've leveled up a lot from this last video, made the deck better, and I've seen enough to have some educated conversation about Hearthstone. I'm also up to level 17 now, which is not amazing, but we're starting to have some decent competition. So let's talk about this aggro Warlock deck. In Hearthstone, every class has something where you pay 2 mana once a turn for a hero power, and Warlock you can pay 2 life to draw a card. So if you have an aggro deck, you just push on the board, and use your life as a resource. It's like a zoo deck in Magic, or like a suicide black deck, basically. So some of the cards you can see from the curve: 13 ones, 8 twos, 8 threes, and a 4. I play really low curve. Mortal Coil, needle, like needle drop, 1 damage, draw a card. Soulfire, nice finish, 1 mana, 4 damage. Abusive Sergeant, 4 power for 1. Elven Archer is a way to get through Divine Shield, nug people for 1. Flame Imp, 1 mana, 3/2. I only have 1 of, I should probably play more. Possessed Villager, I have 1 of. 1/1 Death Rattle, 1/1 Voidwalker is great. Voodoo Doctor, I like having a little bit of health recovery. Biofin Tidehunter is just insane. I have 1 Bluegill Warrior. I'm debating on this. I kind of like it. It's little bit weak. I also had the 2 mana 4/1, and that was awesome in like half the matchups and awful in the other half, and I kind of miss it. Morlock Tidehunter I'm playing is like slightly worse than that Tidehunter, but I still like it. And I might be interested in playing a Warlock buff deck. Seems kind of fun, but that's not what this is. Direwolf Alpha. Adjacent minions have +1/+1, so something I've been working on is where to put my minions. Succubus. What do you guys think about Succubus? I'm mixed on it. Like she has an awesome, strong, sturdy body, 4/3 for 2. But, discarding a card kind of sucks, and from what I've found, having like 2 random discard cards is a little bit better because you can empty your hand and then you don't have to discard. But if you draw multiple copies of a random discard, you're going to have to discard. So I'm mixed on this. Shadow Bolt, 4 damage. Disciple of Thune, I like it. 3 mana, 2/1 comes in, 2 damage. Raid Leader, pump all our minions. Hunter is good, 2 bodies. And Defender gives adjacent minions +1. So it's really a swarm, hyper swarm deck. I've gone through a few configurations, but this is the one that I've been liking. Let's go ahead and play, and you can see how it goes. So you can see I'm level 17. I've won 21 matches now. So I'm, not a pro, but I'm getting there. Starting to learn. What do you think about that build, that configuration? Are there any of those cards you don't like? Is there any card that I'm just missing, or should be there's also the 1 mana, like give a minion +4 attack until end of turn, and then sack it. I'm not really a huge fan of that.
Versus Jaina.
So we're against Mage. This is one of the reasons I cut the 4/1.
Your soul shall be mine.
Against Mage, I don't know that I love Mortal Coil or Soulfire. I want a 1-drop to come out fast, and I want sturdier creatures. We don't have a 1-drop, which kind of sucks. Yep, that sucks. Maybe I don't play enough. We play 13 minus 11, like a third of our deck, so most of the time we're going to get there. Opponent says thanks.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go with our Tidehunter here, just push damage. The opponent can deal 1 to it. Congrats. So, I mean, just based on that, we have to play the tempo game. And I'm going to do it by having a 2 here. Let me know what you think about the audio, by the way, the audio. What are the sweepers? So the opponent's Cone of Cold for 4. I'm starting to learn the metagame. For 4 that freezes and does 1 damage. Okay. Plus they've got spot removal. Maybe they go ping here. Really not necessarily the best draw against Mage. 3 damage to character and freezes it. Okay, see if we draw 1 drop. Don't love it.
Cleanse the Sunwell.
Don't love our draw here. I mean, if ideally the opponent tries to stabilize with creatures at this point, and we can pull ahead with the damage and removal.
The end is coming!
At the start of your turn, destroy all minions. So say that we want to draw cards. Kind of like going.
Push forward.
I'm gonna
Push
go.
forward.
Oh, that's interesting. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna
Push
go like
forward.
this. Could have ignored it. It sucks that the opponent can use this ability to pick this off. They're still at 24. But we do have a good amount of gas left over. The opponent played nothing. It's pretty interesting. So definitely life tap because they're coming up on Flame Strike here. But their Flame Strike is... See, where do we want to put it? That's where things are starting to get interesting.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Bang. Opponent is still a couple turns off Flame Strike. They can hit an adjacent, like a minion with Cone of Cold and then deal 1 to the adjacent. So we're actually decent against that. Arcane Missiles could be problematic. Spell damage. Give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Freeze all enemy minions. It's annoying, it does buy time. Definitely continuing to life tap. I'm thinking about, like, how much do we really want to add stuff to the board here? Do we want to Soulfire that? Spell damage +1.
I wonder.
I'm gonna Soulfire it. And I'm gonna add to the board. It would be fair to not add to the board because we're walking into that sweeper, but I mean I wanna put the pressure on the opponent to actually have it, because if we just wait around, they're gonna get to Cthulhu sooner or later. I actually didn't see whether the Cthulhu was in the opponent's hand or not. 7/7.
Let's make magic.
Okay, they don't have Spell Strike just yet. By the way, this card is kind of crazy. Mortal Coil has been rotting in our hand. Deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Alright, well, that's pretty much it. I didn't know that was a card, actually. Actually, that's not pretty much it. That's not it. Not yet. We still have action, but with the amount of life the opponent has and with worthless Mortal Coils. What do you think? Should Mortal Coil not be a main deck card? I guess there's no sideboarding here. Battlecry, draw a card. Whenever you cast a spell, +1 attack. That's pretty cool. And there that goes. Raid Leader. Okay, we can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. We go Dire Wolf Alpha. And Raid Leader. We can go 4.
Steel swine.
3. We can life tap. And then I'm just gonna keep vomiting onto the board. I realize, oh, I did that wrong. I should have put it off here because it's adjacent minions. I also could have sandbagged more, but I just feel like we need to try to actually end this game. Secret. I don't know what the mage secrets are. Okay. I'm gonna draw a card because that's how I roll. I'm gonna put Raid Leader out here and say the opponent, you have to have Cthulhu, buddy.
Very hard. That means a turn to get ready.
Did I attack with everybody? Did I forget to attack? Alright. Again, maybe should have saved things. Probably should have. Continuing the life tap. Gain back. Thing you and Succubus. No cards left. I might have been able to win this if I had played a little bit more conservatively. Saved a few things here and there. We haven't necessarily lost yet, but it definitely doesn't seem good. Okay. That's not going to save the opponent just yet. 4 damage. Hopefully. Up, 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 up. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, I think this game was winnable. It's been a good game though, and it's not quite over yet. Life tap. Gain 2, taunt, remove. This game is I really have not mastered it yet. I find it to be still quite intricate. End of your turn, reduce the cost of your hand by 1. Freeze any character damaged by it.
Well played.
Alright, actually we've got top decks. We have 4 damage to the face. Ooh, 2. We've got a few top decks. Direwolf Alpha, Raid Leader, and 4 damage to the face will win right now. Ah, almost. Although there's whatever that secret is. GG's. We're dead. That was a good game. Definitely if I had played a little bit more conservative, we could have won. 4 damage, shuffle Roaring Torch into your deck that... Oh, that's a cool one. Frostbolt to the face. Alright, let's play again. I want to get 1 victory for you guys. I will play until we win. One more. I find this game very addictive. I found myself saying, having sessions where it's just one more, one more. I don't have that with anything. One more. I haven't had that with anything in a long time, the one more. So that's a mark of Hearthstone being impressive. So we're against the Totem deck. If so, I actually like all these cards, because if there's anything I don't like that much, it's Abusive Sergeant, but we want to have a 1-drop, and I want to have Shadow Bolt for the 3/4 if they have it. Their Totem Golem or whatever. So I'm going to keep all these. And what's funny is that these effects feel bad when you play the 2/1. Like Murloc Raider, which is a vanilla 2/2, feels less bad. Alright, see if they have their totem. 1 damage to a random enemy. Nice, it hit us and not them. And we're able to get taunt down. Got a 1/1 with taunt. If the opponent cannot, they hit. Yeah, there's the totem golem, and that's why we have Shadow Bolt for it. So I'd like to use Disciple, but it makes more sense to go bingo, bango, bongo, just maintain advantage on board. Maintain advantage on board. I'm not super familiar with the sweepers from this deck. I forget what it is. O2, 1 health to all friendly minions. Okay, well, I want to tap, and I'm not going to flame him. I'm going to attack you. So, one of the most interesting things with this deck is knowing when to go balls in and when to tap. Wow, that's a cool one. Abusive Sergeant. What the fuck? 4 mana. We could ignore it and go straight to the opponent's face. We're going to have to trade a few things for it. I think I'm going to go tap, and I'm going to trade a few cards for it. I'm going to go Sergeant, go Flame him, and I'm going to go 4, and take it out. The opponent is going to be on only 3 mana on this turn, so it gives us an opportunity to push the tempo. I think unlock your overloaded mana crystals. Wow, that card. Wow, this deck is really cool. I hate when they summon a random minion and it's fucking Totem Golem. That to me is bullshit. Okay, so let's pump our crew. We go 10 to the opponent and just kind of ignore. I don't want to do that though. Disciple. And pretty much we're ahead on board if the opponent... I mean, I know they have the 4 mana deal. Okay. Why? What the fuck, man? That's such bullshit. Summon any random totem and it's Totem Golem twice in a row. Is that... Well, I guess they've summoned a few. It feels bogus to me, though. Okay, there's Succubus, so in that case, I'm gonna do this, get this down, draw a card, Direwolf Alpha, cool, so we can...
That minion a turn to get ready. Give that
Trade here. Oh, I don't have enough mana. I thought we had enough mana. Thought we had 1 more mana. Which is annoying because that totem is going to get a few cards off us. Perhaps could have ignored that and gone to the opponent's face. Summon 2/2/3 wolves with taunt. This deck is really good. Getting trashed right now. Alright, come on, Mortal Coil. I'm gonna do this. Maybe we ignore the opponent. Oh, these have taunt, that's the problem. In that case, we can't really ignore that much. Soulfire it. Tap. Voidwalker. Spell damage +1. Okay, we'll trade. Ship the turn. Opponent has 2 cards left, so if we can just keep trading and maybe pull ahead on life tap, we might be able to win. 7/6. Jesus. Random totem. It's a 1/1. Okay. That's a good one. Voodoo Doctor. Problem is this thing is a badass. There's not really a way around that. I don't want to take 1,000,000 damage. So I'm going to trade. Maybe there's a better way to play that. We're still in decent shape. If the opponent's last cards aren't any good, because I mean, they seem to be an aggro deck. I'm not too worried about 7 drops. If the cards aren't so good, then we will be able to. We still may be able to pull ahead here. On life tap. Raid Leader is cool.
Suck steel, swine.
Get that off and play a Raid Leader. And this minion has taunt. Things are starting to look up a little bit. But opponent has 3 cards. They could just be insane. I didn't even know that was a card. Mind control attack. 2 damage. Discover a 3-cost card. Ooh, that seems really good. However, it's still not over. Summon a random totem. Certainly is not looking so good. Go ahead and do this. I believe this has... Do any of these have taunt? No. I'm gonna hit that one because one of our 1/1s should be able to clear it. See what the opponent's last couple cards are. We're still not dead yet. Losing our Scarabs, or our 1/1s, Scouts.
Give me a quest.
Whenever you play a card, gain +1/+1. battle cry, deal 3 damage. GG. Alright, well we're playing until we're winning. I called it. Maybe we need some Leroy Jenkins. Alright, GG's.
You win.
Back for game number 3. Am I in over my head at level 17? And why is it leveling me up? Stop leveling me up for losing. It doesn't make any sense. Should level me down for losing. Shouldn't Hearthstone level down? What am I doing tonight? I'm going to open mic and I'm going to open pickup basketball. Alright, Warlock mirror.
Your soul shall be mine.
If we go first, how important is it to have a 1-drop here? Feels kind of important. How important is it to have cards? I'm going to throw all of these back. I just want to curve the fuck out in this matchup. Is that wrong? I think I prefer this.
I greet you.
Okay, Flame Imp. I think I'm happy about that. I only have 1 Flame Imp. Should I have 2 of these? Probably. What's it going to be, bro? Nothing. That's interesting. So,
Is this really necessary?
we could tap, but I want to push.
Is this really necessary?
Is that really necessary? Are
Extraordinary.
you really necessary? Life tap, wow. So, as far as Warlock goes, what do we need to worry about? Start to tap here. Voodoo Doctor ourselves. Probably have a removal on this turn.
Extraordinary.
But, geez, almost lost the computer. Holy shit. It's hard to lose such a life advantage. 2 damage to all non-demon minions. Still learning cards. Do we wanna... I'm gonna gamble on life tap. Nice, it worked. The reason being, just cards, man. Gotta worry about opponent gaining... Oh, they also have Hellfire. Cost 1 less for each card in your hand. That is pretty good. So we go Shadow Bolt plus... there's a few ways we can go. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna play this. I realize that... Oh, that was dumb. 3, 4, 5, 6 to 9. Does Mortal Code deal damage to players? It's too late to go back.
A turn to get ready.
It's too late to go back.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, should have saved that burn to go to the face.
Give that minion a turn to
Oh well.
get ready.
Opponent has 12 cards, 12 life. Got some burn in hand.
TC-130 until dislocated.
Mind control attack is super good. Opponent is doing a little bit of BM. Yeah, I would have liked to just push damage. If we could go back in time. 3. I'm gonna go for the draw here. Abusive Sergeant. So we go 4. Go Abusive Sergeant, 4, put the opponent to 8, Soulfire. I think I actually like that. My feeling is that if the opponent had Hellfire, they would have played it. Or if they have Hellfire, it's going to hurt them. If they have 2 damage to all non-demon creatures, we're fucked. Are we going to see that? Damn, I don't even know about these cards, man. I'm in over my head here. Cost 1 less for each damage your hero has taken. Alright, well, we're actually gonna die kind of soon. Oh, I thought we did. Mind control attack. Well, if we can survive and the opponent can't stop us, we have enough to kill on this next turn, potentially. I would like to win. I will play until we win. One more.
Buying or
Okay, that doesn't stop us just yet. Is it removal or taunt? Ah, Jesus Christ. Alright, we're dead. Raid leader. Other minions have... Oh, we can do the same.
for Argus. Extraordinary. Handle it.
Jesus. For... I guess there's taunt, so we don't really have much of a choice.
A minion with taunt is in the way.
I don't know. Oh, that wasn't a bad attack because we could have forced the opponent to attack our taunt. And now we're just... I'm still learning. And now we're dead. Alright.
Get your funnel cake.
Sorry I'm not that good yet. We're playing until... One more! One more. Don't level me up, goddammit. Level me down. Put me back to 15. Should we be thinking about changing the deck at this point? Is my play bad or is my deck hit the limit here? Okay, we're against a warrior.
Victory or death.
I actually really like this hand.
Shall be mine.
I'm not gonna mulligan any because Voidwalker into Wolf into Sergeant seems pretty good, or Voidwalker into whatever. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the sweepers the opponent has. I know that they have 4 mana, 3 damage to each, or 4 mana, 3 damage to 2 creatures. Okay. Question: do they have? I'm gonna go for the Tidehunter instead of Sergeant Voidwalker. The reason being, it's the same amount of like permanent damage added to the field, and this way we can tap on the next turn if we want to. Is there a sweeper at 4 mana for the opponent? I don't think so. I'm not sure. Especially for warrior, or maybe it is. Let's see what it is.
My blade be thirsty.
Whenever a minion takes damage, okay. I'm gonna go with the alpha. I'm just gonna fucking shove. I'm gonna fucking shove at the opponent. Trade.
Maggot.
And does the opponent have a sweeper on 3? I don't think so. If they don't, we're curving on him. We're curving on him. Got Direwolf Alpha and can throw down Defender of Argus as well. We're curving on him. Gain 2 armor. Oh, I thought it was 2 damage. I mixed this up with the aggro thing. Okay, I'm gonna push.
My shield for Argus.
Do they have a sweeper on 4? We're about to find out.
Get ready.
Either they do or we win. We probably... Okay, we won a game. That wasn't that satisfying. One more! No, I'm kidding. That's enough. That's enough for today. Yeah, thanks. I hope you found that fun. What can we do to make the deck better in my play? If you're going to point out mistakes, please tag the time in it. It makes it really easy for me to find. Otherwise, it's too hard for me to find. But if you put the time in, I will actually look, and that will help me and help you. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. Much love. Love you. Thanks to all our patrons. And I will see you soon. Take action. Have an awesome day.